Facebook Live group.
Hey guys.
Hi guys. So we're going to talk about something that is very, very serious and goes very goes unchecked in our community. In particular, we just chalk it up to Black women are crazy or Black women are emotional, and it's just something that we just have learned to live with. But birth control and the effects that it has on our body. I have a personal situation that affected me very recently where the birth control that I'm currently using made me completely psycho in terms of mood swings to where I'm regular washing dishes and I'm busting out in tears. Like, I go from extreme highs to extreme lows. And it's not until Gary kind of brought it to my attention of, hey, you've been a little off since you've been on this birth control. He looked up the symptoms, and the first symptom that made women stop taking it was mood swings.
And I don't look up shit.
It was that bad that he actually did work. So you know it was horrible. And that's something, along with other side effects, the weight gain, the weight gain, the depression, the
feeling in your cervix.
Right, the vaginal pain, the vaginal swelling, the headaches, the sensitivity, the cramps, like all of these things where I'm not.
Depression.
I said.
Okay.
I'm not against birth control because I feel like it's a necessary tool unless you are a woman that wants to have 7, 8 children and can afford it. Oh, or you have if you have a tubal ligation, getting your tubes tied, stuff like that, then hey, there's no need for it. I do see the benefits of birth control, but I do want to make sure that you guys are getting checked and you guys are expressing all of these changes, if you do have them, with your healthcare provider. Because don't just think, oh, this is normal, or this is gonna eventually go away, or this is something that I can cope with. Because if you don't know that it's affecting your body in that way, you can't fix it. You can't mentally check yourself. So now I'm at a point where I'm mentally, like, before I react to something, I'm like, okay, is this worth this energy? Or is your brain playing tricks on you? Or are your hormones imbalanced? Because that's what it is. It's a hormone imbalance that creates the extreme highs and the extreme lows. There have been good times where I have euphoric feelings and I'm out here, you get a car, let's go on vacation, life is great. But then here come the extreme lows, and you can't predict it. It's unpredictable. And as much as we as people can say, yeah, I can check my emotions, it's not going to be me. It could definitely be 100%. So I just want to make sure that you guys are being smart with your mental and physical health. Mm-hmm. And if you see anything that doesn't feel right ever since you've been on that birth control, or it's something that people have addressed with you, like, hey, you kind of been bugging out lately. It could be birth control you've been on for years. You may just need a different dosage, or you just need to change. I have the implant, Chantel has the patch. So we have 2 different forms of birth control, but we have similar stories. Mm-hmm. So it's the hormones. It's honestly the hormone.
Yeah.
So if you are feeling any type of mood change, or you're feeling any one of these symptoms, please get checked. Please share it with your healthcare provider, because you don't know what options you may have. Unless you express it, unless you let it be known, there's nothing that really can be done to fix it.
And one of the most important tips that you did mention is being receptive to others' opinions. Now, one person could say it, of course, it may not be true, but if it's somebody that you truly bond with and respect, and they're seeing a difference in you, maybe it might be time that, hey, let me just look into it really quick. If 2 people say it, all right, let me look into it a little bit more serious. If multiple people are telling you, yo, you a little off, you acting a little crazy, you doing something that you didn't do 3 months ago, 6 months ago, whenever, whatever the time period is, that's something that you should intake instead of saying, nah, fuck that, I know me, nobody knows me better than me, I know how to control myself, whatever, this is just who I am. That's the worst thing. If somebody ever tells me this is who I am, I don't want nothing to deal with you, because that means that you're super closed-minded. Now, let me ask you, and the thing about being closed-minded is the same thing about being too far open-minded, right? Being too far open-minded is crazy. Being too far closed-minded is the same thing. It's crazy. If I ask you a question, and this is, the question has no relevance, but think of the question. If I asked you to jump off a plane without a parachute, what's the first thing you would tell me? Most people would just say no. But if you just turned around and asked the question, or maybe did a little bit of research, then you would understand that in my scenario, the plane was on the ground and had mattresses stacked up to the door. Now, would you jump out that plane without a parachute? Of course you would. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, maybe just, like I said, ask a question, do a little bit of research, just see where that statement of somebody telling you, you acting a little different came from. Find its roots instead of just ignoring it and brushing it off your shoulders.
And do your research.
Yes.
Don't leave it up to the provider or whoever that you're seeing to just make the decisions for you. There's side effects with everything, as was stated, but you have to know your body, because every birth control isn't for you. So make sure you do your research on your own. Make sure that you go in there and you know what you're talking about, and you let them, because a lot of doctors like to push things on you and tell you
whatever's the easiest.
Yeah, they get paid for it. That's how they make their money. And just be aware of you. You go in there, you know your body, and you know when things are different, let them know it. And if you don't feel like you need to take what they're offering, don't take it. At all.
It's your body, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Always.
Does every birth control give you mood swings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single one?
It's different levels, and some people some
Depending
people
on
their body makeup, they can take the hormone rush, their body will automatically regulate. Some people, and obviously when you get older, the way your body reacts to certain medications changes as well. This may not have happened when I was 21. So you have to realize that your body definitely changes as you grow older. So you have to adjust to it as well. But yeah, mood swings come along with it. It depends on how kind of high or low it is, but it definitely comes along with it.
And I only say that because I was that person that just used to go in and listen to what my provider said and just take whatever it is, and that caused me a lot of health issues. And because of that, I started doing my own research and going in and let them know, like, this is not what works for me. I was on this before, and this is where I need to go. Simple.
They're making male birth control too.
Yeah, that y'all need to consider. How about that?
They actually stopped after the clinical trial showed that the clinical trial showed that men were like their ball sacks were exploding.
Oh, okay.
Wait, whoa.
Pull out.
Yeah. I wouldn't run to that quite yet. There's still some work. Look, women's birth control has been around for like 40 years, and it's still fucking up. So clearly it's gonna take a minute.
So I feel sorry for those that wanted to go in and get money to try it. Now your ball sack.
Clinical trial, exploding ball sacks.
You gotta wank your sack and then go in.
You just gotta do it. You don't have no balls.
Make sure you pull out very early before you feel it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, pull-out method is...
76%.
I mean, not for everybody, because
time.
some people pre-cum, you making people pregnant.
Exactly.
So
You just immune because you got like some otherworldly godly semen. So, like, majority of people, 76% of the time,
76%. That's that Elajas fact.
I googled it up.
That's
That's Tupac, bro. That's Tupac.
Formerly known as like call me Black Prince, but you know what I'm saying?